think we are going live. Yes, we are. So I just wanted to jump on this morning and just talk about something that I've done this year, this Christmas really, that's been really effective in helping me eat less rubbish and less junk food, sweets, chocolates, Christmas stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But just before I sort of go into that, I do want to just tell you a little bit about myself and my sort of habits around food. It's a bit uncomfortable, I won't lie. But basically, I am a bit of a sugar junkie. So if you maybe I got my daughter on a video one day and asked her a bit about what my eating habits are like, she'd probably tell you quite an interesting story. But I genuinely do sort of have a bit of a sugar junkie. If there's chocolate in the house, I'm always sort of rooting around the cupboard to find it. You know, I don't have any off switch. And when I'm eating anything like that, my daughter, complete opposite to me. If she's not hungry, she won't eat anything. It just doesn't matter what it is. Not interested. I would love that gene, but she got that from her dad, not from me. And I'm probably the worst one in my house for sort of going back and eating those things. And I've always been like that. Now, over the years, I've obviously, realised that I don't have a natural off switch. I don't have. I'm not just going to stop when I have enough. So I've had to develop a few different strategies really to actually, and habits to help myself eat less. Otherwise, I would just flat out have no teeth and be diabetic right now. So, and I'm obviously not. So what I wanted to, typically for me at this time of year, what would happen is you sort of start off, you think, oh, I'm not going to eat this. I'm going to be good, whatever that is. And that would mean, inevitably you'd sort of start to have a few chocolates, you'd have the mince pies, and sort of gradually over the holidays, your eating habits just get worse and worse and worse, don't they, throughout the sort of 10 days that we're off, really. And I didn't want that to happen this year. So, but I know that when you tell yourself that I can't have this, I can't have that, I can't have celebrations, I can't have mince pies, Christmas cake, whatever your list of things that you love having is, we all know that there's a sort of the opposite tends to happen with that. And there's a bit of a reverse situation going on. The more you tell yourself you can't have something, the more you want to have it. You inevitably give into it. And then you feel guilty, you feel cross with yourself. And that tends to lead to a bit more, builds a vicious cycle of you eating more anyway. So, we know that doesn't work. We still try and do it. So just wanted to tell you what I've done this year, which has actually really surprised me. And I didn't really do it with any real thought or strategy. I just thought, right, I'm just going to do something really simple this year. I'm looking at chocolates, I'm looking at biscuits, I'm looking at, mince pies that are all in my house right now. And I'm thinking, all right, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have some fruit and veg with every meal. And the reason I sort of settled on that was because it's not really the sort of the sweets and the chocolates that make you feel so rubbish and lethargic and bloated. It's the fact that amount or that type of food can overtake, become your main source of calories really very easily over Christmas, or they can mine. So I thought, okay, well, I'll balance that out. I'll balance what I know I'm going to have over Christmas out with some extra fruit, extra veg, etc. And I'll give you an example of what that's looked like. So for my breakfast, I might have some blueberries or bananas or mango with my breakfast. I might have avocado or some mushrooms if I have eggs. I've been trying to have soup for my lunch, or if I'm having something more simple, just making sure I just chop some veg or salad on there, just really easy. So I've just created this little rule. Every time I eat something, I'm going to have some fruit or veg with it. And what that's surprisingly done, it's made me feel quite energetic, and I have actually, without trying, had less chocolate, less mince pies. I'm still struggling on the brandy cream, if I'm honest. I've had plenty of that, but I've had it on mango instead of mince pies. So, but joking apart, it's had a very sort of surprising effect that I've become more focused on doing healthy things for myself that are going to make me feel better, and that's been adding veg. I've not thought about not having anything or give myself rules to not eat Christmas cake or only have small amounts of whatever it would be. I've just created a very simple rule that's a really positive one that now is starting to feel like a bit of a challenge, that I've sort of made this little commitment to myself that I've got to put something on my plate that's a fruit or vegetables. So if I'm having cheese crackers, which is something I love, that's quick and easy, and I like all the Christmassy stuff like that, I just chop veg on it, and it's been really effective. And even if I've decided to have a mince pie, or I like those little cantuccine biscuits, I've had that with some fruit, like a tangerine or a satsuma. So just very small things that can really maybe reframe how you feel about things at Christmas. And for me, it's definitely made me eat less rubbish. I feel better because I'm eating more vegetables and fruit. My digestion's better. I'm less bloated. My energy levels are still up. And I'm definitely, the biggest thing, I'm not in any way, shape or form in this cycle where I'm starting to feel bad about myself and guilty and down. And that in itself is probably the biggest thing, because those mind games that you create when you're trying not to do something and you're tormenting yourself by eating the thing that you just most, really don't want, is actually quite awful and has the power to ruin happy occasions for people if you're really hung up on what you eat. So that's all I'm going to say today. That's keep that hopefully simple. Leave it with you. Let me know if you try it, and that's certainly something I'll be carrying on through Christmas, through after Christmas and Boxing Day and beyond, because it's just really working very well for me. All right then, have a lovely, what day are we on? The Christmas Eve. All right, if you're winding down now, just enjoy the days. I've got 3 training sessions today, and then I'm officially on my holidays as well. All right, take care. I'll see you soon. If I can go.